It's the summertime. That's where I'll be. Who else remembers the reality TV show Bondi Beach? Oh no, not Bondi Beach. Rescue Bondi. Bondi Rescue. Where they go to Bondi Beach and rescue a bunch of people. Or sorry, heaps of people. Okay, welcome to this video. My name is Juliette and welcome to my space. Oh, I wanted to do a space background for you on the TV, but I didn't study film and I don't know anything about film. So the TV was flickering on the film and I don't know how to fix that. So I'm sorry, I'm just not going to. So I've got a lot of video ideas in my mind, but I wasn't really like focused enough to do them. And I don't know if you have this too, but maybe you don't. Maybe you don't have a YouTube channel. Maybe when you want to write something, or you want to create something. I just said or something. My mind just kind of like it overlaps a lot into a lot of things, you know, like I don't know. It's like a lot of things are happening right here and I don't know how to fucking focus sometimes. But you know what? That is me. So if you like it, then you like it. And if you don't, you don't. You know. Okay, fucking let's get to it. So, fuck! I cannot decide on what I want to fucking say to you. It's, you know what? I think I do. And that's because I don't want to tell you. Or I don't... Oh, so don't keep the legs there. I don't have the guts to tell you, I guess. So I don't like being vulnerable. Fucking hate saying that. Do you also have problems with vulnerability? Because I do, and I think that a lot of people do. Because it is being portrayed that if you are vulnerable, well, it actually isn't. It's just my fucking take on it. Everything I say is my view on things. It isn't because it is. It isn't because it isn't reality. It's my view of reality. So this is my view of reality. This is how I've been feeling lately. I'm just gonna not dupe this as a video where I'm talking about law of attraction. I'm just gonna turn this into a vlog. So it's more like I'm not even gonna cut this. I'm just gonna try to do one take of this. Fine, let's do it. Just see this as a live stream, which isn't live. So, because of the vulnerability and the rawness, you know. So vulnerability is, I think it's related to the heart chakra. It is where you are hurt as a child, or you have been through some traumatic stuff as a child, or maybe as a teenager. You carry that with you. You kind of lose the confidence or the trust in people. So also trust in yourself. You lose it completely. You put walls up, and you not only protect yourself from the hurt, you also keep the love from going in, you know, because of the walls. So instead of seeing these walls as, oh, I have to have these walls up, I have to protect myself, I have to keep the outside world from coming in and from hurting me, you're also keeping all of the love that you would have otherwise felt if you hadn't put these walls up. You keep the love from coming in. And also, you have this whole kind of like, I want to say Azkaban, but I mean, this Alcatraz security system built outside of you that it's kind of also gaining on you on the inside. It's kind of like growing on you or growing into you. This is why I cut shit out, because this happens all the time. I just don't know what to fucking say. But I'm not doing it. I was like, cut this out too. I'm not cutting it. Okay. So you're not only protecting yourself from the outside, you're also just not feeling the love from yourself anymore, if that's like even a right thing to say. Yeah, you cannot see the love from the outside anymore, and you can't even see the love from yourself. That's tragic, isn't it? So being vulnerable is a very scary thing. It's also the reason why I haven't had a relationship. It's because I've never been vulnerable. But realizing now is that not only haven't been vulnerable with someone else, I also haven't been vulnerable with myself. It's like, it's just weird how it always just comes back to yourself. This is not weird, but it's weird to, if you keep realizing stuff and you are on a mental health journey or mentally growing journey or a spiritual journey, you realize that you realize more things all of the time. There's not an end to realizing. And sometimes you're not even in the vibrational vicinity, or you're not on the right frequency to hear something. If someone is giving you really good advice, but you're not in the right mindset, so not on the right frequency to hear that, you are unable to hear that good advice. And someone else, another person, could be sitting there with them or with you, and they could be hearing that advice like really well, and they implement it into their lives, and they are another step closer to what they want. But if you're so closed off, again, withholding that love from yourself, and also you're not able to give that to others, hence Juliet, you haven't had a relationship before, that's kind of where the problem arises. The only solution to this is to be completely vulnerable, is to take risks even though they feel really uncomfortable, because it is where you are uncomfortable where you will actually grow. So that's why I'm doing this one take thing, is that's uncomfortable for me. It is also always saying what you are feeling, even though, or even if you think it would harm the other person. Because if you are not expressing who you truly are, if you're not expressing yourself, it kind of feels like you are not being able to, you're not able to fully be yourself. So you're not fully yourself, so you're not fully who you are, so you're not doing what you want in life. It feels bad for yourself. It feels, at one point you cannot hold the mask up anymore, or you cannot wear the mask anymore. It comes off because you know so much. So to keep on lying to yourself and to others is a facade that you cannot pretend. You just cannot pretend anymore. It feels bad. It feels worse to keep going. And the Tony Robbins quote, when the pain of change, the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. That's when you know you're ready to change, because you just cannot stay. You cannot stay the same person anymore. It's impossible. It's physically, mentally draining to just keep on lying to yourself and others to protect yourself from what exactly? Because all of the things that had happened to you, or that happened to you, they happened in the past. Is the past some kind of big evidential thing that is going to keep happening always in your life? Because I remember when people just say, like, the past is the past, forget the fucking past. Like, why would you keep living in the past? Why would you keep regurgitating your problems that will eventually be projected into your reality? Because your reality is not here. It is actually all here. You have created all of the things. And all the things that you see now are an accumulation of all of the beliefs and the things that you hold in your mind, all the things that you believe to be true. This is not the present either. The only present that there actually is the consciousness that is within you. That's the only present that there is. That's the only proof of life. There is no proof of life. Okay, I'm just going on a tangent now. Know that the past happened. But is that also right now? Is it proof enough that if you wish to change and you do not want to be that other person anymore, that was hurt, feels sorry for themselves, don't like life, don't like the way they look, they don't like themselves, blah blah blah, they hate themselves. If you wish to change now, isn't it proof enough that you don't have to be that person anymore? You don't have to listen to your past self anymore? And yeah, when you decide that you don't want that anymore and you go about your life, your focus needs to be on who you are now, or who you want to be. There needs to be a shift in consciousness so that there can be a shift in your reality. And if you go on still giving in to that person that you were in the past, then it's not going to work. And it's going to feel even more draining because you still want to change. You don't want to be that person anymore. That person is gone. And if you decide right now that that person is gone and you keep deciding that the person is gone, fuck, my fucking battery is dying, then you don't have to be that person anymore. You have to have a shift in your reality. And you have to keep realizing. And you just have to... fucking on a time crunch here, man. But I've been going through this, right? I hated myself. I was suicidal, I was depressed, I was anxious. I'm deciding now I don't want to be that person anymore. So I don't have to be that person anymore. But my past self is still creeping up on me saying, no, you hate yourself, you are fat, you hate life, you will never amount to anything, you will never be successful, blah, 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 blah. And me being different now, wanting to change, hears that, feels sorry for themselves, gets dragged back in and hates life even more. Well, that's not going to happen anymore. And girlfriend, it's not going to happen to you anymore. Because you decide right now and you keep deciding who you want to be. And you could keep living up to those facts. And you keep ignoring the facts that you've had. Those are the past. They are not the present, and so they will not be the future. You can be different now and you will be different now because all you have is right now. You decide who you want to be and you change that right now. And keep realizing that into your reality because that's all that fucking matters to you. You decide. You are in control. Not that past self. It doesn't fucking matter who she or he was. It doesn't matter. It does not have any influence on you. It does not have any control over you. So that's how you change yourself right now.